What's up, you guys? I am having a little packing session for August Stationery Club rewards. These are the 2 stickers, if you guys haven't seen it. It's a bouquet and I'm booked. And I decided to go for a Summerween concept. If you guys aren't familiar with Summerween, it's this idea of celebrating Halloween during the summer because you love Halloween so much that you get to celebrate twice in the year. I believe it's from a TV show. At least that's what someone told me, but I think that concept kind of picked up and sort of became more of a mainstream celebration for people who like spooky season. And recently I've been reflecting a lot about seasons and just like the state of your life and what kind of stuff you're doing at what point in your life, that kind of thing. And I realized that when the seasons change, it truly is this reflection of how nothing stays the same. You guys may have seen this video clip from Drew Barrymore's talk show, and I actually haven't seen the full episode. I have to look it up. But they had a guest on the show talking about flower arrangements, and the man was saying flowers are supposed to die because it's supposed to teach us to stay in the present. And of course, Drew Barrymore's face is like, oh my gosh, that's profound. And I mean, it is, because a lot of the times we don't think about life that way. I think everything's always go, go, go. The whole flowers are a waste of money. And when I was younger, I think I saw it that way too, because other things that are physical last and flowers don't. But now that I'm older, I enjoy the idea of having fresh flowers in the house. I like to pick them from my garden sometimes, and if I were to get a bouquet of flowers, I would not be upset. I would be thrilled. It really does just let you enjoy the beauty of the colors and the flowers in the moment, and seeing them last for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. You're just present in that place in your life as you come and go out of the room. So that sort of reminded me of how I feel about the seasons lately. I used to just think, oh wow, summer went by so fast, and now it's time for me to take out the fall clothes. But really, it's also such a beautiful thing to think that things are always changing and that you're always changing, and that there's something new to look forward to in every season. So I totally understand the appeal of doing the summer bucket list or the fall bucket list, basically things that remind you of fall. So going to a pumpkin patch or celebrating Halloween, making, I guess, pumpkin based desserts or drinks. I used to think that it was more just like a very Pinteresty, set the mood, set the vibe type of imagery, but I think that is a pretty powerful way of enjoying yourself and enjoying life. And sometimes that's just really hard to do, especially when you're on a budget or you didn't really grow up around parents who did that kind of stuff or people who celebrate in that way. So it's nice to be exposed to that kind of stuff and see it differently all of a sudden. So I think it's really nice to have friends who get excited about different things because it brings different elements of joy into your life. I feel like I tend to thrive more in the spring and the summer because I like doing outdoorsy things. And I usually have seasonal depression during the winter, so I'm really trying to think what I can do for this upcoming season to make things better. So I have been walking every morning, and if you guys have seen some of my other videos, you probably have seen a lot of snippets of me walking in my neighborhood. And I really want to keep that up in the winter so that I still get the same morning sun exposure and exercise. And then I'm hoping to do more fall-based and winter-based things this time around. I usually don't plan for that, but as an artist, I don't know why I don't, because I feel like that would really be so fun and inspirational to indulge in seasonal activities more, especially since I'm drawing seasonal art all the time. So I'm definitely going to make a journal spread about this and see if I can do a little fall bucket list of some kind. Maybe it could be some kind of dessert or food making day. I don't really drink coffee, but maybe I can do something pumpkin-y, like try out some new drinks that I can make from home. I do love pumpkin pie. That's actually one of my favorite desserts. Pumpkin pie, apple pie, if we're talking about pies. I have never been to a pumpkin patch. I don't know if it's something that a 34-year-old would even enjoy, but I always thought it was more of an American culture thing, and I wasn't exposed to it as a kid. I think I started hearing more about it as an adult, and someone was saying that I could do like corn mazes or hay rides, so maybe there's that. I don't know. There's so much to explore. Look at how many bundles I packed while I was chit-chatting with you guys. Also, I just realized I did not announce this sticker, so you guys were probably like, why are you packing a third sticker? This month is my 3rd year anniversary of running Gem & Cozy's stationery club, and I'm just blown away thinking about it. I still remember when I first started it, and I had no idea what I was doing, and I had seen other artists doing this sort of art club, and I thought, oh my gosh, that would be so fun. I want to do that too. And I wasn't really logistically ready for it all, but I found myself making the tiers and setting it up on Patreon and just doing it. I figured if I keep holding it off and just keep thinking about doing it, then I would never do it. So even though I wasn't 100% mentally ready for the responsibility or figuring out how I was gonna ship everything, I said, let's just start it and then see where it goes. I will figure it out as I go. And that's what I did. And I still remember the first person who joined, because I made a video announcing that I was going to set up a Patreon for a monthly stationery club on my TikTok, and one of you guys actually signed up for it even before I announced the art. So I had just set up the tiers, and I was saying, hey guys, I'll let you know once the theme and everything is up so that you guys can decide if you want to join. And I was just so shocked. Her name is Kat. Kat was the very first person to sign up, and they were like, oh, I just want to support you. I just love your art. Like, I'm so excited for this. And I was like, oh my gosh, you don't even know what it's gonna look like. And I was so shocked and bewildered. And they're still part of the club. So it's just so amazing. I don't think Kat watches my videos, but thank you so much to Kat and everyone who has been with me, whether they've been with me for a long time or just this past month. Like, it's so cool to be able to share my art like this on a monthly basis. And sometimes when small business stuff gets really scary and uncertain, it is seriously one of the best comforting feelings to know that you have a stable source of income from stationery club. And that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to start this, because I have no background in art. or business. So when I quit my job to do this full time, I was very much like I was just taking a chance in the dark. So I didn't know what I was signing up for, what was going to happen. I started mainly on TikTok, so I also didn't know if my business was going to hold up, if something happened to TikTok, you know, anything like that was really scary. But I have learned so much along the way. I have kind of expanded to other platforms and email marketing. Even here, this was a project to try to help maintain more reach and more community building so that more people can find me and my art if this is something they're interested in. And Stationery Club was one of those big projects. So it is definitely a very big part of my month. Like sometimes I don't know what theme to go with, and if I have a bit of art block fatigue, mostly fatigue and not block, I have a hard time kind of getting in the flow of drawing sometimes on a time crunch. Those times can be more pressure and more stress, but I will always be so grateful to my past self for doing this, for taking an opportunity to try to set up a stationery club, and for continuing it for 3 years. Hopefully I won't run out of ideas, so fingers crossed that I will always have inspiration and a way to communicate with you guys. So many of you have so many cool ideas, and a lot of my designs have been a collaboration with you all. So I'm just really happy and grateful for this opportunity and for all the friendships that I've made, all the connections. I think I totally rambled, so that was why I wanted to make this extra sticker and add it to this month's rewards as a thank you. It's a cat-o'-lantern that I painted a couple of years ago, and I always thought it would be a really fun stamp sticker, and I think it just works perfectly with this theme because it's spooky, but the sunflowers make it summery, and it has such a fun vibe together. I love being able to spoil my patrons and my customers in any way that I can. I like to do monthly freebie stickers that switch out every month and other fun sales and events. So this just felt perfect because I wanted to bring this back. It's not a sticker that I've ever released. Only one person has the original painting, so I'm stoked to be able to share that design with you guys. And so many of my followers like cats, so I know that that's gonna be loved and appreciated. While I was packing, I watched a bunch of Japan vlogs from Mrs. Remy Parsons, and she mentioned that her husband is getting into journaling, and I wanted to send them stickers so badly. I finally get to use the SpongeBob SquarePants stamps. So cute. I think the yellow... Oh, that was way too high. The yellow is so vibrant and happy on SpongeBob. And I love that they have a little bit of a 3D effect on the... well, 2D. on the bubbles and the eyes. Definitely not 3D. But I noticed my camera can't always pick it up. You see that? The eyeballs are shiny and slightly elevated. And then the bubbles are also like that too. I don't think you can see it on this one. I am so glad that I started these mini packing sessions in my living room for Stationery Club. I happened to watch the summer that I turned pretty last month for Stationery Club packing, as well as this month because they have been releasing weekly episodes, but honestly, I am not really invested in it at all. I feel like at this point I will just watch the whole show, but I don't think I'm enjoying it. I feel like I do this so often with so many TV shows. I just like having the white noise. Safi fell asleep on the job while she was supervising, but later made sure to stare me down to make sure that I knew that she's the boss. And that hour of packing flew by so quickly. Hey guys, it is Monday now, so it has been about half a week since I started packing Stationery Club, and I just have a handful left, and it's mostly people who have open orders who I wanted to combine everything for. So I'm gonna do that before heading out for a vet appointment. Sadly, Safi's health has been really up and down, so my boyfriend and I have been monitoring her and just hoping for the best. She's always had a lot of health issues since she was a puppy, so we're kind of used to her normal being not so normal, but it still breaks our heart, of course, especially as things continue to progress. So yeah. Oh, also, if you guys are wondering, like, why are you, cutting off like this? I think that this just makes me feel more comfortable being on screen and talking. This is a nice way for me to chit chat without always holding the camera and moving around. So if you see half of my face like this, that is why. I'm wearing my favorite denim dress today, so I'm feeling good. Something I have learned over time, especially while running this business, is that nothing should prevent you from doing something because other people do it a different way. So for the longest time, I used to wonder if being mostly a faceless account was going to affect my ability to grow on social media. I wondered if people were going to connect with me as an artist and as a creator if I wasn't really showing my face. But I'm so glad that that did not prevent me from just going ahead and posting things and not worrying so much about how other people do it. And I just found a way to make it work in a way that I felt comfortable doing it. So in the future, or even in my next video, it's possible I could have a change of heart and be like, oh, I want to be in the videos. But right now it's like, hey, just do what you're comfortable with and put out the art into the world, and don't prevent things like your anxiety from stunting you from trying new things, So it's like, just tweak it to what works for you right now and adapt it as you go. This is Luz's 24th order, which is incredible. They picked up some stickers and 2 of my new Salt Air stamp sticker sheets, 1 of my Monstera Bunny watercolor art prints, 2 of my You Oughta Do This sticky notes, and 2 of my new Bows and Buttons sticky notes. Luz is also part of my stationery club, so they're gonna get everything together. This one is Kelly's order, and they are getting stickers to decorate their new water bottle. And it looks like it's going to be a nice combination of wellness, a little bit of I hate the government energy, and some plants, flora, fauna. I think it's going to be a really nice set of blue, purple, yellow, and that matches the self-care time sticker sheet really well. This next order is for Carrie, and they always leave me a super cute note saying something about being a dopamine queen. Happy Summerweenie to the dopamine queenie. How cute is that? They got the new self-care time sticker sheet, the Salt Air one, 2 of my Horrors Persist, but so do I Derpy Pigeons. They also picked up the solo new stickers from Stationery Club, as well as a few other stickers like the sticker ghouls, and 3 sticky notes that are all blue and cloudy. Last but not least, I have Amber's order, and they probably will see this video, so thank you so much for your double order, Amber. You picked up some stickers for this first order, and that's the freebie. And then they placed a second order with 2 of the self-care time sticker sheets, another I'm booked sticker, the horrors persist but so do I, and a moon cat sticky note. So I'm gonna send everything together, and since they ordered twice, they do get 2 separate freebie stickers. Last but not least, I'm combining Shasta's order, and they got mostly encouraging stickers like the "You Are Worthy," "Grow Positive Thoughts," "Your Existence Matters," emotional support water bottle, and the little set for the "Take Your Meds" sticker, as well as a matching magnet. Thank you so much to all of my Stationery Club members and people who placed orders recently. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed packing rewards with me, and I'll see you guys next time.